There's two sides to every story. One could just be about a regular kid just living day to day, just hanging out with his friends. And the other story could be where I'm Superman on alternate timeline, 7 people. But that's not the reason why we're here today. The reason we are here to address the topic at hand. The article I chose to discuss is why so many immigrant children rise to the top by Peter Coy. The article started by talking about the easy narratives and false messages of immigrants. There are news outlets, books, or even government officials talking about it. Now you may be asking, why do so many immigrant children rise to the top? Well, the author have a data set breaking down the statistics between children of America or born in the U.S. and immigrant children of men. And this research was really picked up around 1978 and 1983 who grew up poor. This section was broken into poor, lower middle class, upper middle class, and rich class people. Not only that, by the time they reach their mid-30s, many of the children have already left poverty, as the author claimed. Later down, scrolling down in the article, you will see that they broken down into percentages comparison to children of immigrants and children born in the U.S., with 21% being poor, 22% being lower middle class being 22%, upper middle class being 20%, and rich being 5%. Compared to the U.S., a lot more people tended to be more poor, leaving them at 29%, 28%, 21%, 14%, and rich 9%. Now, that could mean a lot of different things, but again, we come back to the question, why do so many immigrant children rise to the top? Well, the author also claims that immigrants tended to settle in parts of the country experiencing strong job growth and more opportunities. With that being said, they did something that a lot of Americans wouldn't do today, which was sacrificing all they had to make new opportunities. And not in a context of literally burning everything to the ground, but leaving what they had been raised or known for a long time. Things like family, friends, or even their home in general was what they left behind just so they can have another chance to make a new living for not only themselves but for potential family and future generations. Coming to the end of the article, another thing the author said that stood out to me was a lot of immigrants came from poorer countries when coming to America. They were going to jobs with little competition with native born Americans, and specifically the poor immigrants coming to the States. With that being said, immigrants with more experience was not only able to make jobs for themselves, but make jobs for native-born Americans. At the end of the article, I found something to summarize this up. The truth is, today immigrants are advancing just as swiftly as those in the past. The American dream, the Professor A said in an interview, is just as alive as it is today. Further insinuating that the American dream is whatever you really can make it. It's opportunity, it's growth, it's change for not only yourselves, but potentially, again, your generations of family. I thank you everybody for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time.